What's a sign that somebody wasn't raised right? Lack of personal accountability. They can never admit wrongdoing on their part. It's always someone else's fault. Someone that does things to intentionally hurt another person's feelings after they've expressed that certain thing hurts their feelings. You give them a lift and they leave rubbish in your car. Who are the guys who spit out their chewing gum into urinals? I see this all the time at work, and I work in a high-end corporate place. Do they think it dissolves and goes down the pipe? The janitor has to pick that out. How they act as a boss when their employee messes up. Yelling and belittling shouldn't be your first option. If they make messes in public areas and just wander off, leaving trash in the theater, not flushing, leaving the cart in a parking space. Edit. Forgot the theater thing is the norm in Britain. I meant in general, leaving a mess where it's not supposed to be. Disrespecting people for doing their job. How they treat people from whom they have nothing to gain. They always portray themselves as a victim. Nothing is ever their fault and somebody is always out to get them. One rule for me, one rule for you. Parents that mess up on the discipline/accountability stage of parenting produce these people. The word no just means throw a fit and be as obnoxious as you can be until you get your way. No does not mean that rules are rules or someone's job might be on the line. They're the important one, not anyone else. Not respecting personal boundaries. If you're wondering why someone has these sorts of issues, take a look at their parents. How they treat animals and people without power. They don't take responsibility for their actions. They litter. If you throw your shit on the floor, then you have 1, no respect, and 2, you're a tramp. I know a few of these types of people, and they tend to have one or more of the following traits. Asterisk, they are disrespectful to everyone, not just authority figures. Watch how they treat customer service or retail staff. Asterisk, they have no manners in general, or only use manners when they absolutely have to in order to preserve their own interests. Asterisk, they are cruel to people and or animals, and laugh at the suffering of others. Asterisk, they are selfish. Asterisk, they destroy things, steal, and cheat. Some also commit more serious crime. Asterisk, they expect handouts from everyone. Asterisk, they shirk hard work and responsibility whenever they can. Asterisk, they complain a lot and constantly act like they are a victim. Asterisk, they are terrible parents to their own children, turning conversation back to themselves at all cost. Being a good listener is a sign of a person raised well. Edit. To clarify, I don't mean quiet or a doormat. I mean generous, empathetic, supportive, and curious. Good follow-up questions without making it about oneself, etc. They never say please or thank you. They don't know how to do normal household stuff. I've seen people that don't even know how to make their own coffee or clean a toilet. Edit. I only mentioned making coffee as an example. If you don't know how to make coffee because you don't drink it, that's fine. Always pay attention to how someone treats service industry workers, animals, and young children. They think handling a disagreement means shouting, attacking someone's character, name calling or breaking things. They apologize for every little thing. Probably a sign that they grew up with abusive parents that got mad over anything and everything. They blame others for everything, even things that have no blame to place. They use suicide threats as manipulation. In their spare time they dress up like a bat and beat up the mentally ill. They whistle, snap their fingers, or make that PS sound to get their server's attention in a restaurant. I'd say on the other end of the spectrum, if someone is anxious about simple social interactions, like sharing their opinions, not putting the cart back at the grocery store. They gossip about others and will be vindictive behind people's backs, but pretend to be sweet to their face. Littering. Goddamn fucking littering. They one up you asterisk all the time. They leave trash in theater and state that it's the employee's job to clean up their mess. They don't actually listen to what you're saying, are just trying to formulate a response. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes. Edit 2. Just want to clarify what I meant. The person I'm thinking of who does this as a means of not really caring about your opinion, trying to make you look inferior, and rather than listening to why you feel the way you do, they want to try and just prove you wrong. I hope that makes sense, like not being interested in having a discussion, more interest in showboating their own opinion / beliefs / experiences. I think that makes someone selfish, therefore maybe not raised right. I could be wrong. Thinking abusive / manipulative behaviors are the norm. So whatever this kid turns out to be is the answer to your question. I follow some trashy people from grade school on social media. There is one that is also posting memes for shit like, if your girl suck dick like this, you know she loves it, or I want a man that's dirty enough to fuck in the bathroom at family dinner. She has an 8-year-old kid. My future fiancé and I sometimes look and think, could you imagine if we friended the mom of our 3rd grader and this was her fucking social media? Jesus Christ. We aren't in contact, but I'm almost certain that this kid won't be raised right. If someone thinks hurting or treat an animal inhumane is alright, I love animals, especially my cat and dog. I speak out when I see someone treating their dog poorly. It really reflects at dog parks and how their pet reacts. We know someone that won't get a checking account / direct deposit because the banks just steal your money and he takes his paycheck to a check cashing / payday loan shop instead. We also know his mom, who is in her mid-40s and on her 3rd bankruptcy. Edit. Not discounting the likelihood that mom destroyed his credit long ago and still would empty his account today if given the chance, which still falls in the raised wrong category if you ask me, but we are talking about a 20-year-old guy living with mom, no rent / no car / no kids, that shouldn't have any substantial debt / expenses of his own to make overdraft fees an issue. The way they treat an animal. If you're abusive to your pet, I have no sympathy for you. The amount of love that an animal can offer deserves the utmost respect. They don't say thank you to food servers. Someone brings you food, you say thanks, it ain't hard. They cannot take responsibility for their actions.